The push to the playoffs continues tonight in the Queen City with a matchup between two Atlantic Division foes. This is the USL on ESPN Plus, presented by Novant Health. A very pleasant good evening to you from North Carolina. Pittsburgh Riverhounds SC on the road to square off against the Charlotte Independence Club that has earned wins in 2 of its last 3. Alongside Jose Rodriguez, I'm AJ Ricketts. Charlotte's latest victory, a back-and-forth 3-2 decision at New York on a dreary Tuesday. They're getting rain again tonight. They love 3 goals again as well. What does Charlotte take from their last match?
Well, they have to take the momentum, no doubt about it. You're in the midway point in the season. You need to get wins. You're behind in the table, trying to get into the first 4 spots. So the momentum going right now, try to get 3 points again tonight at home. That would be exactly what they need from this game.
Our player to watch, presented by Great Clips. For the Independents, it's their 19-year-old midfielder, Marcelo Palomino, who scored on a free kick early in the proceedings Tuesday night. Jose, what's impressed you about his play this year?
Well, Palomino is a box-to-box player. You know, he's very good defensively, helping in the build-up and moving forward as well, which is something very interesting. He usually gets shots on goal every single game, and he's able to score already 4 goals played in all 16 games of the season.
Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, the Riverhounds had not lost in a month. They went up 2-0 early on Miami FC on Wednesday. Tommy Williamson scoring from the spot. Everything was rolling, but then, Jose, the wheels fell off.
Right.
3-2 loss. Miami had a pair of goals in 2 minutes. How does Pittsburgh get back on track tonight?
Well, just a little bit out of character for Pittsburgh. You know, a couple of mistakes early on in the second half. You have to keep your concentration in the game. You know, you're still obviously a pretty good team. You're still fighting for first place in your division. So get back on track, have a little bit of concentration defensively, and you should be fine tonight.
Pittsburgh is tied at the top of the table with Tampa Bay. Charlotte is surging. A fun Atlantic Division matchup tonight coming up on ESPN Plus. It's the Charlotte Independents hosting Pittsburgh Riverhounds SC coming up after the break.
Pain can't wait. That's why Novant Health is making access to orthopedic care easier than ever. Same-day appointments, after-hours care available for urgent needs, and the safest care in the region. Book now.
Hey guys, this is Gabby Douglas. If you have an active lifestyle like me, hydration is key. That's why I love the Hydration Watermelon Smoothie from Smoothie King. With more electrolytes than some of the leading sports drinks, it's a cleaner way to hydrate and recover, with no artificial colors, flavors, or preservatives. So try the Hydration Watermelon Smoothie from Smoothie King. Order online for pickup or delivery. Smoothie King, rule the day.
Fun fact, you know Mountain Dew and spicy chicken is the perfect combo?
Does it look like I don't know that?
Okay. Didn't mean to ruffle your feathers.
You know, we both did the employee training, Gary.
Okay, don't jump down my beak.
Doing spicy? Do the do.
There are currently 2 million American spouses and children whose family member was killed or disabled in defense of our country, which is why I founded the Folds of Honor, providing educational scholarships to the families of 1% of the Americans who protect our freedom.
Thank you for supporting the Folds of Honor.
Thank you for supporting the Folds of Honor.
Please join our squadron today. Your $13 a month speaks volumes and changes lives forever.
Pain can't wait. That's why Novant Health is making access to orthopedic care easier than ever. Same-day appointments, after-hours care available for urgent needs, and the safest care in the region. Book now.
Welcome back to American Legion Memorial Stadium. It's Pride Night in Charlotte as the Independents get set to host Pittsburgh Riverhounds SC. Let's take a look at the starting lineups here, brought to you by Adidas. First for the Independents. Brandon Miller will not get the start tonight. He left the game against Loudoun with an injury and missed the New York game as well. So the former USL goalkeeper of the year is not in the lineup today. Austin Pack will get his 3rd start of the season for the Independents.
Well, and plenty of quality defensively for this team with Fuchs and Roberts in the back. Of course, if we talk about Parra, the top, Martinez and Marbeau. three players that have plenty of quality there.
Meanwhile, for the Pittsburgh Riverhounds, some injury concerns midway here through the season, but certainly plenty of capability in the starting 11 here.
Yeah, Bob Lilly changing things up a little bit in terms of the personnel. Wharton and Griffin in the middle, Cicerone and Perez in the middle of the field, and up top, well, we all know the potential that this team has up top with Kenardo Forbes.
Brandon Stevis, the head referee this evening. Truman Burgle, Jordan Davis, and Josiah Park helping them out on another rainy affair for the Charlotte Independents. This game not delayed as much as their Tuesday night's matchup in New York. We're underway here in Charlotte as the Riverhounds and Independents scoring off for the third time this season. Two squads have split their pair of games, 1-0 each. It's interesting, though, in the last couple of years, even with the success that Pittsburgh has had under head coach Bob Lilly, and the series history, just one win against the Independents. 1-7-5 are the Riverhounds against Charlotte.
Yeah, that's an interesting stat, but I'm sure if we look at game by game, we'll see that both of these teams are not that far apart. Both of these teams usually put out competitive rosters year in and year out.
Jose, it'll be fun to watch Kenardo Forbes tonight. Obviously well known for his distribution, the USL all-time assist leader.
Gotcha.
Let's take a look at our keys to the game, brought to you by Gatorade.
Well, obviously, for Charlotte, you want to play at a higher tempo. When you're playing at home, you know the conditions, even though it's raining and you're just adjusting to a new field, but you want that higher tempo, no doubt about it. And if you're Pittsburgh, you want to save your legs. You don't want to be chasing around for the full 90 minutes, so you want to be smart about it. Charlotte is a team that likes to have possession, so, save your legs and know when to attack.
Pittsburgh on the move here. Forbes with possession. We mentioned Palomino for Charlotte in the open. For Forbes, his first goal of the season coming in their last match against Miami FC. If he can start to be more of a presence offensively, that just adds another option for an already talented Pittsburgh attack.
Well, absolutely. That's another element to his game. We know he can score. He's at the top of the assist table, so you can do a little bit more if you're Kenardo Forbes, and I'm sure Bob Lilly is happy with what he's doing right now, but he has that ability to take that step forward and become a goal-scoring player for them.
Chance for possession here in the middle might have taken a bounce off the hand of Danny Griffin, who has played all but 13 minutes this season, an Ironman for the Riverhounds. Charlotte will play it back to Austin Pack. Again, third start of the season. Phoenix and New York, his previous starts, did not play in 2020. As Perez pushes it forward and out of play, let's take a look at tonight's injury report brought to you by Novant Health. Charlotte's clean at the moment. Pittsburgh, Peters, Dover, and Gatz out of action this evening. There'll be a throw in here for the Independents. There's Joel Johnson getting ready to initiate in front of Bob Lilly. It was interesting, Jose, talking to both coaches yesterday, both imparting that, look, we may not try to really open things up in the first 15 to 25 minutes. We want to set our form, get into our shape, establish possession, and not be running up and down the field for 90 minutes. It'll be interesting to see the pace of this game as a foul committed near midfield. Start things off here.
Well, yeah, absolutely. And, with the rain, I don't know if both of the coaches were planning on playing on a rainy night, but, that's something that you take into account because that speeds up the game a little bit. So we'll see how comfortable are both of these teams early on in the game, just adjusting to the playing conditions.
Pittsburgh certainly was very possession-oriented in the first half hour against Miami FC on Wednesday. Really wasn't too much action to speak of on either side before the Riverhounds were able to tally a pair of goals after really working hard to get there. And countered very quickly by Miami FC in a matter of moments as the second half began, as this is pushed forward. Perhaps the first opportunity. A little too assertive inside the box from Tommy Williamson, who got the scoring started on Wednesday with a brilliant free kick for a goal. This is the sixth start, tonight for Tommy Williamson, the 22-year-old. On loan from San Jose Earthquakes. Certainly an intriguing matchup tonight. Pittsburgh, one loss in a month of play. Charlotte has won 2 of their last 3. Perhaps something brewing here. Johnson on the outside. Tapped out of play. It'll be a throw-in for Charlotte.
Yeah, good effort pushing through the right side for the first time in the match. But a good action as well defensively, just moving forward, moving back, and taking the cross away.
Could not keep it in play, though. As Pittsburgh will initiate.
Tommy, get off the sideline!
As Palomino could not hold possession. Difficulty at the moment for Pittsburgh clearing it out of the third, and Charlotte will look to reset.
Yeah, they haven't been able to hold on to possession early on in the game. It's only the 7th minute, of course. But if you're Pittsburgh, this is exactly what you don't want to do. You don't want to be chasing for most of the game.
Yeah, certainly still early. Not as much the offensive possession compared to Wednesday evening's game for Pittsburgh. Here at American Legion Memorial Stadium. This new venue here for the Independents. Talking with Mike Jeffries yesterday, said they're still kind of getting used to the routine here, being in the new place, being familiar with the surroundings, but they're certainly appreciative of the investment that's gone into the organization.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, it's exciting when you're playing. And let me tell you, this is, high quality. You're just you couldn't ask for better playing conditions, and when you're as a player, you kind of wish you had this every single day, every single week, and you go up and down throughout the USA Championship, and you see the growth in every single team, how they're making an effort to just better the playing conditions, and that's just great to see.
Bernardo Forbes going down on a whistle on the play. And since 1947, Select has been the leader in soccer ball quality and innovation. Select is the official ball supplier of the USL Championship and many of the elite leagues throughout Europe. For the latest Select products and special offers, visit selectsportamerica.com. Danny Vitiello has been a little active here early on in the proceedings for the Pittsburgh Riverhounds, 25-year-old from New York. Here, Bob Lilly imploring his team from the sideline. Not an ideal start from a possession standpoint. That's a brilliant move on the outside as Charlotte now inside the 18. Tried to center, but taken away along the back line. Enzo Martinez will have an opportunity to strike in the early going. He had his first goal of the season in the 25th minute at New York.
it's a good start defensively, AJ, for Pittsburgh. Although, you know, you like to see a little bit of spacing as they move forward. When they have the ball, it seems like the entire team is concentrating just on one part of the field. And that makes it hard for them to move the ball forward effectively.
Bob Lilly asking his squad for more pressure around the midfield. And that might have been trickling to Vitiello, and instead Charlotte will keep it with him. Now movement in the attacking third. Martinez went down. No whistle. Fans wouldn't have minded a free kick from that spot either. Marvu gave it away. And perhaps a chance now to counter for Pittsburgh. On the side, here's Dixon. He's very capable. With left foot and it's blocked, it'll be a corner kick for Pittsburgh. That was a terrific ball from the back.
Yeah.
And Pittsburgh's attacking.
That's much better from Pittsburgh, just moving the ball around, easy touches, you know, don't complicate things. Long ball looking for Dixon. He's able to win the 1v1 battle. In the end, able to take the shot as well. But it all ends up in the corner kick.
Alex Dixon, 6 goals in 17 matches this season, including 4 goals in the last 3 matches. He's not a player on this Pittsburgh roster at the moment. And as Forbes gets sent to initiate the corner kick. He's at the top of the 8 seed. And a foul on Pittsburgh.
Well, that's sort of a necessary foul there, because it was not a very good corner kick, and that was pretty much setting up a counterattack opportunity. So if you're not able to get to the ball, if you're Pittsburgh, at least get that foul. That will slow things down a little bit.
Jose, for Pittsburgh, some meaningful minutes recently for Tommy Williamson, with Albert Dequa being questionable the last couple of games. Joel Johnson pushes it forward. Crossed into the box. Now centered. And Pittsburgh avoids the threat that time around.
Well, there needs to be, I mean, listen, Pittsburgh, they have to adjust. We clearly have seen in the first 13 minutes of the game how Johnson through the right side is having just too much room to work with. You know, there needs to make, they need to make an adjustment there. Honestly, you know, if you leave Johnson by himself for so long, you know, it's not going to be too long where he's going to put a good cross in, and then you'll be 1 goal down.
And Johnson was injured in the early part of the season, but has been back in the starting lineup now recently. Mike Jeffrey saying, look, it is big to get him back into the fold. Now his 4th game. There's 3 shots this season. Of course, started with the club back in 2016. He has built up some equity with this Charlotte Independence roster. And they're glad to have him playing on the outside here this evening. Not a bad sequence there for Pittsburgh, but that forced Pack to come off his line. Slow to get up.
There's a good ball from Dixon. Very good idea, actually, pushing the ball through, looking for Palomino, but just a second too late. There's just a little bit of contact as well with Pack. But a very good idea. And for that to be effective as well, you know, you have to know how to move without the ball, and that's something that Palomino does really, really well. So, good combination there.
Join us next Saturday as Novant Health presents the local Healthcare Heroes Appreciation Night. The Jacks face the Colorado Switchbacks. Gates open 6 p.m. First kick 7 p.m. next Saturday. Here's Perez. Playing on that near side, the 23-year-old from France. This is failed clearance to Dixon, who let it launch well over the crossbar, though. That one was always sailing high. Dixon getting some early opportunities to be active here. Less than 15 minutes in.
You're absolutely right. Only the first 15 minutes, and we have already seen Dixon with a couple chances. The first one coming from the left side with a left-footed shot. And here, not a good clearance. And just right in front of goal, taking the right-footed shot, but just over the bar. So, you know, something to think about if you're Dixon. You're getting into the rhythm. You know the playing conditions, and now you had 2 chances early on.
Dixon and Cicerone up front have caused many headaches for opposing teams over the course of this season. Cicerone leads the team with 8 goals. Dixon not far behind him with 6. And 5 assists to go along with that as well. A little back and forth here. That's maybe a small display of how little pressure Pittsburgh is putting on Johnson on that near side. He can just pass around with his teammate there for 10 seconds. Johnson again. Serves at far post. Nobody on that backside. Well done defensively from Todd Warden. Let's see what Brandon Stevis is conversing about here.
Well, yeah, there's a little bit of contact, although, you know, that's not enough. But the referee, you know, it's good that he's aware of what's going on.
It's a bad giveaway from Pittsburgh there. Now flicked over the top, and a heavy touch sends it out of play. Pittsburgh's back line has been compromised a couple of times here in the first 20 minutes.
Yeah, listen, you know, for the first 17 minutes, I think we can all agree that it's a midfield battle. And with Charlotte having the quality of Bronico and Palomino and Martinez moving back a little bit, I think they are winning that battle right now. Although, if you're Pittsburgh, you have to take pride on how well organized you have been defensively. The problem is that one mistake could break everything down. So, if you're Pittsburgh, you have to go back to having possession, to just play the simple way and move forward as much as possible.
For Pittsburgh head coach Bob Lilly, this is his 112th match leading the Riverhounds, which ties him with Justin Evans for the most games as a head coach in club history. Justin Evans, head coach from 2010 through 2014. Of course, has taken Pittsburgh to the playoffs. And each season he has guided the Riverhounds. They certainly look on track towards doing that again this season. A fun battle atop the Atlantic Division right now. Tampa Bay and Pittsburgh now both with 33 points, although Pittsburgh with one more game played heading into this matchup. And Charlotte's right there as well. There's only 7 points separating third from sixth right now in the Atlantic.
Well, yeah, and you mentioned it. You know, Charlotte with a couple of games in hand. You know, of course, you have to play those games, and you have to actually win those games to make it as close as we want to, right?
Right.
When we mention the games in hand, but you know, it's a lot of quality in this division, and we were talking about that with coaches this week, and you know, they are actually really impressed about the level of play, the competition every single week. You know, you're facing a team, and listen. What we see now from New York Red Bulls might change in a few weeks, and they can get better as well and get into the competition, fighting for that playoff spot. So it's really interesting. And Miami FC, of course, having a great season so far under Paul Dalglish.
Marvu accelerating forward. Can he get a shot off? He does, and that nearly went through. Right around the 18. As that's Charlotte's, perhaps their best opportunity so far of the evening.
Yeah, that's a great effort. Takes the ball in the middle of the field, moves forward, takes on a defender, moves to the left side, takes the left-footed shot. The ball bounces around a little bit before it gets to the goal. A great effort, though. And, you know, sometimes when the collective effort is not there, it's okay to go individually looking for that goal. And that's exactly what Marveau did right there. And it was very well done.
Vitiello did have it covered, was in a good position. 2020 Golden Glove winner. His goals against average at .50 last year. As Griffin centers it to Forbes. Cicerone turns.
This is where you want to play the game if you're Pittsburgh right now.
And we haven't seen much possession in this area of the field for the Riverhounds tonight.
Right.
Perhaps now a good time to establish a rhythm in that sense.
And you can take your time here. You know, you're playing on the road. You don't have to go straight to the box. Take your time. Gain some momentum within the game.
Pack will send that away as Martinez was making a run. And now they'll play it back to Vitiello. If you're traveling to Charlotte to see an Independence game, make sure you stay at the Hyatt Place downtown. The Hyatt Place just blocks from the games and surrounded by endless dining options. Hyatt Place downtown, the official hotel of the Charlotte Independence. Nearly midway to the first half here. 0-0, Pittsburgh and Charlotte. Look, every game in this division is certainly a challenge. You look at Pittsburgh's record this year, and for all the success they've had, one of their few losses came to Loudoun, who sits at the very bottom of the division and has had plenty of struggles this year. That's one of Pittsburgh's losses in their fixtures.
Yeah, listen, that's something that we see very often in USL Championship. You know, teams that you see them at the bottom of the table in their division, but they're still very competitive.
Loudoun and Charlotte battled to a 0-0 draw last Friday, but it was probably as entertaining a 0-0 game as you could find. So many opportunities in that game. Ultimately nothing to show for it.
And that could be frustrating to coaches sometimes, you know, when you get a 0-0 result, you get so many opportunities. But in the end, those games are so much fun to watch, honestly.
Charlotte 7-7-2 this season, 4-1-1 at home. Riverhounds 6-2-2 on the road during the 2021 campaign. It's the third of what will be 6 matches in the month of August. A time of year where fatigue can certainly set in. The legs a little heavier.
Yeah, and especially, you know, those weeks in which you play on a Saturday night, then back on Wednesday, then back on Saturday. You don't have a lot of time to recover. You maybe get 1 or 2 training sessions in. And obviously we're playing, you know, in the summer, so, you know, that takes a toll as well.
And the city, even things like the city you're traveling to can affect the fatigue level. We were talking with Bob Lilly yesterday, and he got the sense he was thrilled that he had a direct flight, number 1, and a flight that was not at 6 a.m., number 2.
Right.
So we understand that. Four minutes in, no score here at American Legion Memorial Stadium. into the box, but it will roll out of play harmlessly. We'd like to welcome our supporters at the game tonight. Want to thank all the supporters from the Mecklenburg Reserves and the Independence Ultras to the game. Check these supporters groups out online and plug into these great groups that love soccer and work to make Charlotte a better place to live through sports. Vitiello will send it off. And 25 minutes in, you have to say Charlotte's looking like the more composed squad.
Yeah, well, they have possession to start, and you know, they have been patient as well, especially when they have the ball. You know, they are not rushing things, and that's helping them a lot retain possession. I think it comes down to pressure if you're Pittsburgh. How much do you want to have the ball back? You have to fight for it in the middle of the field, and you have to win the battle in the middle if you want to win this game.
And remember, talking with Bob Lilly yesterday, it didn't seem like the focus or the emphasis would be the level of attacking early. We wanted to set his form, get their shape, possess. The possession hasn't been there. They've had a moment or two tonight. Not as comparable to what we saw on Wednesday at home at Highmark Stadium. Still early in the proceedings here in Charlotte, though. As Marvu sends it to Johnson. Tripped up. Free kick coming for the Independents.
Yeah, that's what I tackled. Could be a yellow, although I think it's just too early.
We'll see if he brings it out. Does not appear as if Brandon Stevis will do that. So we take another look.
It's good for Marval to just connect with Johnson on the right. And yeah, there's the contact right there. This is a much better look. Yeah, there it is.
Step late from Perez, who started up front against Charleston the other week. Had to exit in the 17th minute. Back healthy and ready to go. This is his 5th start of the year as Palomino gets set from a potentially dangerous area here. Palomino sends it in. Now at the top, Marvu with a little bit of touch was too high.
It's a very good idea, though, from Marval. Not going for power, but just trying to place the ball where he wanted it to be. You know, it's very often that attacking players will go for power in that play just because, you know, they are right in front of goal. But the reality is that you have too many players around. And he tried to place the ball at the top corner, unable to do so, but a very good idea.
Second shots of the first half for Marvu. As both teams looking for the opening strike. August is USL Supporters Month, and we want to hear from you. Visit uslchampionship.com/supporters-month for more information on how you can get involved and have a chance to be featured as the Supporter of the Week. It's been a rainy Friday evening in Charlotte. Radar, though, seems to indicate that will be holding off as the night continues. Johnson again tripped up in a similar area. And this should be another free kick. Will this be a card? It will be the first yellow of the evening. And that'll be on Preston Kilwine, a 24-year-old defenseman with the first yellow tonight.
And it's basically the same foul that we saw just a few seconds ago. But if you're the referee, you just cannot allow that to happen again. So, but again, the problem for Pittsburgh right now is how do we stop Johnson on the right side? What do we have to do there? They haven't been able to do it, and he's creating trouble.
Palomino sends it in. Right on the line. Did it go across? It appears it did not. Vitiello just got to it. A terrific free kick from Palomino, centering it, but inches away it appears.
Well, talk about timing. A good cross from Palomino. The header is just perfect as well, all by himself, by the way. A mistake there defensively. But the timing from Vitiello, right place, right time. What a save.
Bronico nearly had the opener for Charlotte. Vitiello has done well tonight. Pittsburgh needed him there. And that'll go against the Independents. Collision. Leaving Palomino down a little longer as we take another look.
Just trying to come out of the back with possession, which is something that Pittsburgh is struggling to do at the moment. In the end, a contact there hurting is Marcelo Palomino. Looks like he should be fine.
That last yellow card brought to you by Devil's Logic Brewing. Now 31 minutes in. Pittsburgh and Charlotte no score. Charlotte the majority of opportunities tonight. Pittsburgh looking to find their offensive rhythm. A foul committed outside the box. You look at the main players for the Riverhounds, whether it be Forbes, Cicerone, Dixon, just haven't called their name too often tonight. Dixon did have a nice threaded pass earlier that was cut off. Not much doing for the Riverhounds right now.
Yeah, Dixon with a couple chances, but not out of the buildup. And that's the problem.
Yeah.
That's where you want to change things if you're Pittsburgh. And if you want to mention all of those names, you know, they need to have the ball. You know, those are players that are good with the ball. If you don't have possession, they are pretty much out of the game.
All right. Johnson again with possession. Aquafina, the official water of the Charlotte Independents. When the game heats up, cool down with Aquafina. As Charlotte switches field here. Christian Fuchs had the touch a moment ago. Hard ball to bring down. Contact in the box, but no whistle.
What a ball that he lost there. That's a ball that, you know, it's a beauty, but it's a problem if you're on the on the other side, because how do you control that ball when it's a rainy night? Look at this, just over the defender, but just unable to control there is Parra.
That was Fuchs, was it not, who delivered it?
Yeah, that's a very good ball, but very hard to control as well.
Of course, Christian Fuchs, one of the more notable signings in the USL this season, the former Premier League champion with Leicester City in 2016, on loan for this year from Charlotte FC. Wants to stay in shape, wants to stay in the States to do that.
Right.
So it's a nice addition for Mike Jeffries. So hey, here's a guy from the Premier League, and his Champions League experience, played with the Austrian national team. Help your back line here.
Right, and you know that tells a lot. That tells you a lot about what Charlotte Independence is doing, because you bring in a high-quality player, and he wants to stay in shape, but you know, not only physically but at a competitive level. That's good enough, and that starts with training sessions. That starts with a good head coach, and that's what Mike Jeffries is doing right now for Charlotte Independence. So you know, you really want to take advantage of having such an experienced players on your team, and you'll see where that gets you. The reality is that players around him will be better in just a few weeks.
He found it hard to leave Leicester. Of course, an organization that's built so much tradition and has such great support. Obviously won the Premier League title in 2016. He signed that 3-year contract, so that'd probably be his last contract there. They signed another one-year deal over there. As this trickles back to Austin Pack. His family lives in New York City. Started having conversations with a contact who used to work at Leicester City, was now with Charlotte FC, and he said, when he pitched me, that's all I needed to hear. And he'll join Charlotte FC next year when they get their organization going. And Charlotte continuing to apply pressure. Pittsburgh cannot get possession here on Pride Night at American Legion Memorial Stadium, presented by Charlotte Pride. Riverhounds and Independence. Johnson, can he send it into the box once more? Has a bit of space. High looping cross. Got to the head of Martinez, but not able to put enough pace under it. That was Palomino, excuse me.
Yeah, that was a good cross, a very good cross, and you know, just creating opportunities out of the right side. Once again, Johnson just getting those touches that are creating just so much of an outlet for his team. But so far, they haven't been able to take advantage, and that's something that you're going to start thinking, you know, as the match progresses and you're still scoreless. You have had the ball for what, 36 minutes already, but you haven't been able to create chances. Well, that's something to worry about if you're Charlotte.
So there's two sides to this coin. We were talking with Mike Jeffries yesterday, asking, hey, what might have to change tactically to have success again against Pittsburgh, knowing what happened on Wednesday and in your previous games against them. Said, look, we're in the same boat. 3 games in a week, fatigue, we'll get into it. But he said, look, I've never seen a Bob Lilly team drop a game after being up by a couple of goals. I can only imagine the mentality they'll have coming in. Number one, it didn't feel like this is a Pittsburgh team that just dropped a heartbreaking game in uncharacteristic fashion. It hasn't felt like that in the first half. But on the flip side, look, there's still plenty of time to go, and a Bob Lilly team has only dropped 2 consecutive matches twice in his 4 seasons in charge.
Wow, that's quite a stat.
You'd have to feel at some point the switch will be flipped here. This is around the time it happened against Miami FC.
Absolutely, and listen, honestly, all they need is possession.
Right.
That's the key of the game for them. If they have possession, they have the potential to be one of the top teams in the league. But if they don't have possession, if they don't have that hunger in the middle of the field to recover the ball quickly, you know, that's when they get in trouble. But if they have possession, you know, you have to stay alert if you're Charlotte.
Give it away on the far sideline there, as Williamson was trying to advance. Tommy Williamson, the 12th pick of the 2021 draft. Of Cal Berkeley, who's an all Pac-12 selection. 9 goals for Cal over 3 seasons. Is this a chance here? Left foot strike. And that's just mishit by Forbes. But how quickly can Pittsburgh give themselves an opportunity?
Wow, that was just outstanding. Just winning the ball and quickly moving forward. It was Todd Wharton putting the pressure and pushing the ball onto the right side. Across from Daniel Griffin. Plenty of time as well. Just a shot, just unable to put it on frame is Forbes. What a missed opportunity.
He did have some space there if he could have lined that one up. Defense there compromised for Charlotte. Forbes had a volley with the right foot on Wednesday. That was the Sports Center top 10 number 3 play of the evening. Certainly well deserving of it.
Absolutely. Listen, if you haven't watched that goal, listen, you have done something to do tonight.
Almost took out the netting. Fans tailgating is now allowed at Independence games. You can reserve a tailgate spot for the season or for a game and create new friends and great memories. Go to charlotteindependence.com to get your reserved tailgate spot today. Oh, this is in through the middle. Pittsburgh an opportunity. No, taken away. Not the best tailgate night tonight in the Queen City, but there will be plenty more opportunities at Memorial Stadium this year. Jose, are you good with the grill for tailgate nights?
I'm
You ready
good.
you good for those?
I can get. I mean, listen, if I'm hungry, I don't have a problem. I'll eat. I don't care about the rain.
You see, what I'm asking you here, though, is will you cook for my next tailgate? Like, will you fix the steak? Can I come to your tailgate?
No. I'll go to yours.
Oh, that's not on the schedule. See, I'm relying on everyone else. About 5 minutes left until stoppage time here in Charlotte. Just glad we can have tailgates again. That's what I'm happy for, you know.
Absolutely.
That's creativity. Is he onside? The flag is up. How close was that? Martinez is shocked and in disagreement. A terrific build-up, nevertheless.
Yes,
unfortunate.
Absolutely. Happen to agree with you. You know, the build-up, that's one of the highlights. Unfortunately, it was an offside position, and I think that's a good decision from the referee. But the build-up was just very, very good. And, you know, that combination we haven't seen much tonight between Parra and Martinez. Which usually it is a deadly combination. They are very good. And they know each other pretty well.
First kick at 7 p.m. Be sure to join us September 4th for Military Appreciation Night.
Martinez coming off his first goal of the season at New York. He liked that feeling, was looking for his second. And spent plenty of time in the state of North Carolina throughout his soccer career. Played at UNC from 09 through 11, where he scored 22 goals for the Tar Heels before being drafted by Real Salt Lake with the 17th pick in 2012. Here's Perez on the near side. Pleading for a handball and a whistle, and Charlotte's coming back the other way. Johnson. Center, left foot, just wide right. And another chance for Charlotte. This time from Armour. Goes wide right.
Yeah, it was good from Armour, just moving forward. You know, that's something that Charlotte is going to need, because with Martinez, Parra, and Marveau, you can come a little bit predictable. They are very good, and they can, you know, pretty much anticipate to anything that the defenders will do. But with Armour moving forward, that gives just another option for Charlotte offensively.
Two of the East's best clash to kick off a fall to remember when the USL on ESPN continues. Perennial contenders Louisville City FC travel to Dillon Stadium to meet Hartford Athletic in a potential playoff preview September 7th at 7 p.m. Eastern on ESPN2. Here's Perez. Serves it up with the left foot, and that goes on top of the netting. Ambitious there from Perez, figuring why not.
Yeah, now the question is, was that a cross or a shot on goal? That's the question. I would say a cross, but not a very good one.
Perez has done that a couple of times tonight. I had a flick with the left foot earlier that fell harmlessly into the feet of a Charlotte defender, or Hugh Roberts, I believe, earlier. Coming up on the final moments of the first half. And a bounce here, giving Charlotte some more opportunity. Outside the 6, and a necessary touch temporarily resolves that chance.
Good adjustment there defensively from Pittsburgh. You know, it's a big mistake when you let those long balls bounce, and especially when you have Enzo Martinez around. But, you know, you shouldn't do that. This time, Enzo Martinez is able to control, but, you know, winning the 1v1 battle initially is not enough at this level. And so help comes, and we have a corner kick.
Tonight's corner kicks brought to you by Chick-Fil-A. Approaching stoppage time here. In half number 1, Palomino will serve it up. Charlotte nearly scored off a free kick earlier. This is towards Johnson at the top of the 18. And deflected away. Just 1 minute of extra time. Brought to you by Novant Health. Center, punched away. Johnson can put it back in. Right back to him. Johnson, and again, not far away. And Charlotte has asserted themselves offensively tonight. No goals to show for it, but nearly slicing one in before the end of the half.
And just the quality, right, of the one touch there from Johnson, creating the opportunity, the combination at the top of the box, then just going for the finesse shot, trying to put it onto the left side of Vitiello, just wide. You can see the quality from Charlotte.
This might be the end of the half, and it is. Will send us to the locker rooms. Charlotte and Pittsburgh. No score through 45 minutes. Number of chances for the Independents, looking to make it 3 wins in the last 4 matches. Pittsburgh looking to bounce back from a loss to Miami FC on Wednesday. An entertaining first 45 in Charlotte. We'll be back in a moment. This is USL on ESPN Plus as Charlotte's a rainy, dreary evening for the second straight match. But it hasn't slowed down their offense yet. The Independents and the Riverhounds, 2 Atlantic Division foes, scoring off here tonight in the Queen City. No score through 45 minutes. We'll recap and talk all about it when we come back here on ESPN Plus coverage of the USL.
Pain can't wait. That's why Novant Health is making access to orthopedic care easier than ever. Same-day appointments, after-hours care available for urgent needs, and the safest care in the region. Book now.
There are currently 2 million American spouses and children whose family member was killed or disabled in defense of our country, which is why I founded the Folds of Honor, providing educational scholarships to the families of 1% of the Americans who protect our freedom.
Thank you for supporting the Folds of Honor.
Thank you for supporting the Fold of Honor.
Please join our squadron today. Your $13 a month speaks volumes and changes lives forever.
Duckworth's Grill and Tap House is your destination for great food. Duckworth's is open for dine-in, carry-out, or delivery. Make sure you complete your order with an ice-cold Pepsi. Duckworth's is locally owned and operated. Pepsi, that's what I like.
Pain can't wait. That's why Novant Health is making access to orthopedic care easier than ever. Same-day appointments, after-hours care available for urgent needs, and the safest care in the region. Book now.
A number of opportunities for the Charlotte Independents over the course of that first half. It's 0-0 though after 45 minutes of play. Join us next Saturday as Novant Health presents the local Healthcare Heroes Appreciation Night. The Jacks face the Colorado Switchbacks Gates open 6 p.m. First kick at 7 p.m. All right, let's take a look at highlights from around the league, starting with Atlanta United and Oklahoma City in the 39th minute. The action gets going from the spot here.
Yeah, it's Bijev with the penalty and needs to finish cold-blooded from the spot. It was Atlanta United trying to fight back, and they will do it because they have the quality. They are a young team, but they do have quality. And it was Robbie Mertz with the goal, but Bijev will score the second one of the night for OKC. And just when they thought they had 3 points, guess what? 93rd minute, David Mejia with the goal, and it's 2-2.
Late drama there on Wednesday. Meanwhile, for Birmingham Legion and Sporting Kansas City, too. We start off here in the 4th minute outside the 18. That starts off the scoring early.
Yeah, very early on from Peter Kuic. Right-footed shot, top corner. Not much a goalkeeper can do. And Neko Barrett, 7th minute, goal scorer from USL Championship. We all know him. We all like him. And it's 1-1. 70th minute, J.J. Williams, another goal scorer for Birmingham with the header. It looks so easy, but it is not. Jamil Roberts will end up scoring again, but this time for SKC 2. And again, towards the end of the game, couple goals this time. Not only one like David Mejia for Atlanta United before. Early on, Junior Flemings at the 81st minute. And in added time, it's Anderson Asiedu who will end up scoring the 4th goal. And it's 4-2 win for Birmingham over Sporting Kansas City 2.
Yeah, plenty of action there and a thrilling matchup, a 4-2 win. Let's take a look at the upcoming schedule. Some great talent here. Tampa Bay, top of the table. Miami FC, they've been surging recently as well. Charlotte's, every point matters at this juncture.
Well, listen, it's a tough schedule, honestly, whether you play at home or on the road. Colorado Springs as well, doing a very good job in the last few weeks. So, you know, it's going to be a challenge for Charlotte Independence, and they do have the responsibility of winning games if they want to end up in the first 4 spots of the division.
Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh Riverhounds SC, boy, we're all looking forward to that matchup on the 18th against Tampa Bay. These two currently tied atop the table with 33 points. Interesting next couple of matchups for Pittsburgh.
That's the fight for first place in the division. And now remember, it's important to end up in the first or second spot in your division because that will give you home field advantage in the playoffs.
All right, let's take a look at this USL Weekly feature. Charlotte and Pittsburgh, not up, no score.
I am a first-generation student here at Bellevue University. I feel like if I were to have gone to a different university, my experience would have been a lot more stressful and overwhelming because I feel like I wouldn't have gotten that personal experience that Bellevue University has to offer.
City double their money, and how sweet the sound in Lynn Family Stadium.
Pain can't wait. That's why Novant Health is making access to orthopedic care easier than ever. Same-day appointments, after-hours care available for urgent needs, and the safest care in the region. Book now.
Hey guys, this is Gabby Douglas. If you have an active lifestyle like me, hydration is key. That's why I love the Hydration Watermelon Smoothie from Smoothie King. With more electrolytes than some of the leading sports drinks, it's a cleaner way to hydrate and recover, with no artificial colors, flavors, or preservatives. So try the Hydration Watermelon Smoothie from Smoothie King. Order online for pickup or delivery. Smoothie King, rule the day.
Pain can't wait. That's why Novant Health is making access to orthopedic care easier than ever. Same-day appointments, after-hours care available for urgent needs, and the safest care in the region. Book now.
Welcome back to Charlotte. The rain continues. No score here after 45 minutes. Here's notes from around the league. This August is Supporters Month. All month long, USL clubs are celebrating their fans. Head over to uslchampionship.com/supportersmonth for more information. Our player of the week, presented by Clear Audio, it's Tyler Wolf from Atlanta United 2. A hat trick and an assist in their win over Indy 11. You saw highlights from that a little bit earlier. Tyler Wolf had himself a week on the schedule. Monthly honors as well. Paso Locomotives FC's Mark Lowry having a great week. Let's take a look at the team of the week. We mentioned Tyler Wolf right there. Any other observations from these athletes here this week?
Oh, well, I really like what Andrew Lewis is doing with Colorado Springs in the middle. I really like that. I think there's plenty of quality in the starting 11. Of course, you know, Alex Dixon, a player that we're watching tonight, and we have seen how he's able to create chances, a couple chances, especially early on in the game tonight, unable to finish, but, you know, he's in good shape, in good form, and he deserves to be in the team of the week.
Let's take a look at the upcoming schedule brought to you by Hyatt Place Hotel. Number of fun matchups upcoming. On Tuesday, got Hartford Athletic and Charleston Battery at 7. Wednesday, Loudoun United FC ND 11 on ESPN+. Plus, all these games you can catch USL coverage on ESPN+. What stands out to you here?
Hartford and Charleston. Honestly, I'm loving what's going on with this division, so I'm watching that game, no doubt about it.
Our out-of-town scoreboard also presented to you by Hyatt Place Hotel. Got a couple of late kickoffs, Memphis and Birmingham, Austin Bold and Miami FC. And our current standings right now brought to you by Birdsong Brewing Company. Again, Tampa Bay and Pittsburgh, 33 points apiece. Miami FC, Paul Dalglish working their way up as well. And Charlotte's right outside the playoff spot with 23 points. Of course, trying to get to the top 4 in the Atlantic Division. They'll have a chance to earn some points this evening. Bob Lilly's squad won't make it easy. No score at the half.
Pain can't wait. That's why Novant Health is making access to orthopedic care easier than ever. Same-day appointments, after-hours care available for urgent needs, and the safest care in the region. Book now.
Fun fact, you know Mountain Dew and spicy chicken is the perfect combo?
Does it look like I don't know that?
Okay. Didn't mean to ruffle your feathers.
You know, we both did the employee training, Gary.
Okay, don't jump down my beak.
Doing spicy? Do the do.
There are currently 2 million American spouses and children whose family member was killed or disabled in defense of our country, which is why I founded the Folds of Honor, providing educational scholarships to the families of 1% of the Americans who protect our freedom.
Thank you for supporting the Folds of Honor.
Thank you for supporting the Fold of Honor.
Please join our squadron today. Your $13 a month speaks volumes and changes lives forever.
Pain can't wait. That's why Novant Health is making access to orthopedic care easier than ever. Same-day appointments, after-hours care available for urgent needs, and the safest care in the region. Book now.
Moments away from second half kickoff. Charlotte and Pittsburgh knotted up, no score. Well, just because there is no score does not mean there is an absence of action in the first half. In the 19th minute, Charlotte with an early opportunity with Marvu.
Yes, a very good opportunity coming out of an individual effort, which sometimes coaches don't like that, but you know, it's good to have that element of surprise. It's a good shot from Marveau, moves forward, not a lot of pressure, Wheat moves forward, still able to take the shot that goes just wide.
That was one of two opportunities he had in the first half. In the 30th minute, Bronico nearly got Charlotte on the board.
Yeah, good cross from Palomino. That's exactly where you want to put that ball. Bronico the header, but perfect timing for the goalkeeper who holds onto the ball.
Yeah, Vitiello was sharp in that first half. He needed to be here in the 43rd. Another opportunity, this time off the left foot, but wide right like many were in the first half.
Yes, this time is Bronico with the cross, or more that just able to control the ball, which is a very nice control there, but just unable to finish.
Those were the first half highlights brought to you by Duckworth's. Here's the first half stats brought to you by Famous Toastery. 7-3 advantage in shots taken for Charlotte. Possession wound up pretty even, though it felt like Charlotte really controlled tempo in the first 20 minutes. Pittsburgh started to possess a bit more.
If you're Charlotte and you have 7 shots, you have to put them on frame.
Back after this. Here on we'll stay here on ESPN Plus. Our coverage of Pittsburgh and Charlotte nearly underway here for the second half. And as Bob Lilly's squad will look to earn some more offensive chances here on the road against Charlotte's.
So we'll obviously see what are the adjustments early on in the game. You know, if you're Pittsburgh, again, possession, and if you're Charlotte Independence, try to take advantage of how long you have the ball. You have to create a little bit more.
Alongside Jose Rodriguez, I'm AJ Ricketts. It's a pleasure to have you with us tonight. A fun Atlantic Division matchup. Immediately, Pittsburgh in the attacking third. Dixon, oh, it's just high. A splendid effort, and Dixon nearly erased all the storylines today had drawn up so far.
Oh my goodness. That was so beautiful, you know, just, you know, having the technical ability of creating the combination, and he knew exactly what he wanted to do before he got to the ball. What a shame.
You could tell as he was approaching it, power was not the intention.
Right.
He nearly did exactly what he was trying to do. Perhaps no Riverhound player has been playing as well the last few matches as Alex Dixon. With 4 goals in the last 3, that nearly made it 5. An awkward attempt to clear that away, although it falls harmlessly into the hands of Vitiello.
You know, if there's one thing that Charlotte Independence should be proud of tonight, is that they are not playing like a 5th place team. You know, and that tells you about the competition in this division.
And here's a chance. Will this be it? It's in. Charlotte strikes first. It's Enzo Martinez who took a lick to earn the goal. 1-0 Charlotte.
Well, a bad giveaway in the middle, but Charlotte is able to capitalize. Johnson pushing forward, not able to clear the ball away. Parra controls, puts the ball in the middle with Enzo Martinez in between a defender and the goalkeeper, is able to finish for his 2nd goal of the season. And what a moment it is for Charlotte Independence. What a way to start the second half.
How about Parra leaving that across for Martinez so he could get a foot on it. And he got a foot himself as well. Athletic trainer over there to help him out. Back-to-back games with a goal for Martinez. This is 8th appearance of the year. Hopefully he'll be good to continue. Perhaps a boot to the ribs
yeah,
area.
probably. Yeah. Maybe there's a little bit of contact as well with the knee from Vitiello.
The fans applauding the effort from Enzo Martinez.
Talk about putting the body on the line, right?
He would have preferred a cleaner finish, perhaps, stunting his celebration. But hopefully the more important thing is his health. And we'll see if he's going to be taken off or not.
It looks like he's ready to come back in the game. Credit as well the first assist of the season to Irvin Parra.
Yeah, give a lot of credit to Parra as well for that initial touch.
Right.
His momentum taking him away and then deftly putting that across for Martinez.
And listen, if he would have thought about taking the shot, I don't think you can blame him, because that's exactly what he's supposed to do there as a 9, you know, goal scorer for this team. He's supposed to take that shot, but he thought, you know, Martinez had a better opportunity, and he was right.
Well, Jose, all things considered, this is probably a deserved scoreline right now for the Independents, the way they have played tonight.
Absolutely. And listen, they had opportunities in the first half. They had 7 shots, but only 1 on frame. Second half, completely different. You know, first shot they take on goal, it's on frame, and it's a goal.
And now another bad giveaway in the back third. Charlotte looking to make it a pair of goals. Martinez coming right back on, unable to give that a chance. Charlotte keeping it in the attacking third. Here's Armour. And Pittsburgh will clear it away.
Yeah, good adjustment there from Wheat. Just recovering the ball, something that he wasn't able to do in the play. That ended up in the Enzo Martinez goal.
Proud to be the official healthcare provider of your Charlotte Independent soccer team. Our goal is always to provide great service at hundreds of locations in the area. Easily schedule same-day virtual appointments.
Here's Williamson. With plenty of blue jerseys around him, lays it off to Dixon.
We'll see what's the approach from Charlotte Independence now. Are they going to be satisfied with having the lead? Are they going to defend with the ball? And Pittsburgh as well, we have to see a sense of urgency, right? With them being down, and after the midweek score against Miami FC, you know, I'm assuming things will change in the next few minutes.
Well, ever since that Canardo Forbes strike, they've now given up 4 unanswered goals. Trailing 1-0 now in the 51st. As vulnerable as they've appeared in over a month. But twice tonight, Pittsburgh, against the run of play, has come within inches of scoring. What could get them on track here? Williamson. At Dixon running, didn't know, wasn't able to make the turn and pass as quickly as he would have preferred. And now Vitiello's having to charge out. Dangerous contact. Pittsburgh wants potentially a yellow, but let's see what Stevis does here. I think it'll just be a free kick.
Yeah, it looks like it. But listen, that's a great play from Vitiello. You know, those are plays that go unnoticed most of the time. But for a goalkeeper to come all the way back and just take charge, looking for that ball, it's compromising, and you know, you have to do it. You have to be perfect with it.
Too much pace on that will lead to a goal kick here from Charlotte.
And you can tell how Charlotte is just trying to slow things down a little bit.
Keep in mind for Charlotte, this is without Dane Kelly on the field right now.
Well, absolutely. Listen, Dane Kelly, he was out for a while with an injury. He was able to come back. And coming back and just in top shape, scoring goals. Now, he's not in the starting lineup tonight, but listen, if we talk about a quality striker in USL Championship, Dane Kelly will be in that conversation.
The all-time USL goal-scoring leader. We asked Bob Lilly yesterday, look, what were the differences when you played Charlotte in July versus the loss you took to them in May? He said, look, I think our team was a little tentative the first time around. It was our first home game. Charlotte was playing well at that point. They had just come off a notable 3-0 win against Charleston themselves. He said, we didn't create enough chances. We didn't press as we wanted to. We didn't assert ourselves. We allowed too many shots on goal. And it's kind of repeated itself here tonight after the corrections they made in their second matchup against the Independents.
Yeah, and sometimes, when you face that one team, the bad habits come back and you're just uncomfortable and you're just not able to move away from them. So maybe that's the case for Pittsburgh, although they still have plenty of time in this game.
It's like me on certain golf courses. The bad habits come back, can't find success.
Certain or all of them?
My producer caught my next line. By certain golf courses, I mean all golf courses, the bad habits are there. I broke 100 last week, though. I've got that going for me, Jose.
All right.
It took all summer. I got there. And this has been a thorn in the Riverhounds' side, no doubt about it. We referenced it earlier. Just one win in the series history. A lot of draws. A good number of losses as well. Pittsburgh earns possession back. Could this knot it up here? Corner kick, Riverhounds.
Well, and this is one part of the game that maybe brings Pittsburgh back. Set pieces. They have had a couple of chances early on in the first half, but not a lot there. We'll see if they have tweaked the strategy a little bit in the second half. Maybe go for the back post. You obviously have in Canardo Forbes an assist machine, so maybe this is the time for Pittsburgh.
High arching kick. Well done in goal. What have you thought of Austin Pack in goal so far tonight for Charlotte?
Well, very good, solid. Getting the opportunity to start. But, so far a very good job, very stable. And talking to his defenders, which is something really important to do. All quality goalkeepers do it around the league.
If you can't watch the match, turn on Sirius XM FC 157, North America's only 24/7 source of soccer radio, featuring great Ray Hudson, Tony Miola, Rodney Marsh, and USL All Access with Mike Watts and Devin Kerr. Every Tuesday night, 7 Eastern. You can also hear live action from the USL, MLS, Premier League, and more, all on Sirius XM FC 157 and the Sirius XM app. It's been a lot of fun to watch the opening weekend of a number of international leagues all around this weekend, whether it be La Liga, the Premier League, the Bundesliga. So much soccer to take in, of course, plenty every week in the USL on ESPN+. Great time of year to simply overwhelm yourself with football.
Right. We had plenty of international soccer as well over the summer, so
yeah, that was a lot of fun.
That was a good setup.
Thrilling finish in the Gold Cup.
Right. Which, by the way, the Gold Cup, we saw plenty of USL Championship players as well, which is something great to see. That at times you found yourself watching the game, and all of a sudden here comes Dre Fortune, and you're like, oh, he's the USL Championship player.
That's right. Yeah, that was a fun routine, partner, waking up, breakfast in Euros for a couple of weeks. Didn't mind that at all.
About Olympics as well, which that brought me to 4 a.m. matches, and
that was a little tougher to watch. Yeah, Euros, sleep in till 9 or 10 and tune it in, and had to have a little bit more dedication for any Olympic action. Pittsburgh showing more signs of life here.
Yeah, I think we have seen how good Pittsburgh can be with the ball. And if you're Charlotte, you cannot just give them the ball and just concentrate on the defensive side of the field. They have to do a little bit more. There's still over half an hour to be played.
It'll be interesting to see the decisions each coach makes substitution-wise as well. Cicerone came off the bench on Wednesday. Later in the second half, here's Dixon. Will he line one up? He will. Straight into the arms of Pack, who bobbled it, but no problems there.
That was a good shot from Dixon from far away this time. He was able to put it on frame, but a good concentration there from Austin Pack.
Cicerone took a bump from Roberts, trying to create there. Be Roberts, center back for the Independents, 28-year-old, in his 17th game of the season.
Bavalili was asking for pressure early on in the game. It seems like Pittsburgh is finally listening to the coach. They're putting pressure up top, and they're recovering the ball so quickly now.
Even when they lose possession, but here, no chance to quickly pressure after the giveaway. A lot of yellow jerseys surrounding.
There it is.
And we'll get it right back, as he noted. Fans Gatorade, scientifically researched and game tested for athletes like your Jacks. When you need hydration, choose the official isotonic sports drink of the Charlotte Independents. Gatorade. 1-0 Charlotte here in the 60th. An important game for the Independents. Next Saturday, or 2 weekends from now, they'll have Tampa Bay. A little bit of a break. Well, not so much a break in the schedule, but rather a chance to get healthy and maybe have a little less fatigue on the legs moving forward, with about a week in between each game for the next 3 or 4 matchups.
Yeah, and that's important regardless of the situation you're going through in the season. If you're not winning games, well, it's time to go back to training and go back to basics. If you're winning games and you try to keep that momentum, you just want to get some of your players some fresh legs. You're going to need them moving forward. And I think that's going to be the case. I think that's an important time in the season. And, whenever you have a break in the summer, you really have to take advantage of it and rest your players and just continue to build.
Here's Armour on the near side. Roberts. Gets it back. Bronico pushes it forward. Martinez, the goal scorer tonight.
And Martinez moving back a little bit now. Martinez understands the game, and he knows that right now it's important for them to continue to press and not to just lay back and wait what Pittsburgh brings to the table, because they will be in trouble. Pittsburgh is a very good team, and they can score goals.
Martinez has the lone tally in the 47th minute. Forbes. And Williamson on a run. Elects to keep possession around the midfield. Williams. You can see the body language, just a bit frustrated with lack of options in the midfield. Warden. Forbes. Go out of play for a throw in here from Dixon. Reminder to join us on September 4th for a huge military appreciation night presented by Famous Toastery. The Jacks will wear special jerseys that will be auctioned to benefit Folds of Honor area youth. The Jacks play Miami FC with first kick at 7 p.m. Division. Very tight right now. Miami FC's creeping up on Tampa Bay and Charlotte. Or excuse me, Tampa Bay and Pittsburgh. Charlotte's creeping up on those teams.
Yeah, that's going to be a fight for the rest of the regular season for first place. And, you know, eventually I think the Rowdies and Miami FC and Pittsburgh as well will end up securing the first 3 spots. Now the question is who's going to take the 4th one. Right.
Remember, if you're not familiar with USL playoff structure, 4 divisions, top 4. And then it's a sudden death tournament.
Right.
You want to be that 1 seed playing the 4 out of the other division.
Right. And the interesting part about this format, you know, it's that, you know, things can change in 2 or 3 weeks. You know, you go on a winless run for 3 weeks and you're in trouble.
It's going to be interesting to see as the minutes continue to trickle towards 90. How aggressive will Pittsburgh get if this 1-0 deficit stays as it is? You know, a couple of injuries, guys playing on tired legs, middle of the season. How much pressure will they be able to apply, and how aggressive will they be in a bid to knot this up? How effective will they be, perhaps?
This could be a good time to bring Dane Kelly in for Charlotte. You know, looking for counter-attack opportunities.
Right. All-time leading goal scorer in USL history. He's not taking the pitch tonight. Charlotte gives it away again. Dicks into Forbes. A couple of bounces and harmlessly to Pack.
Good communication there out of the back line for Charlotte. You know, it's not an easy ball. Just floating it up there.
Pittsburgh gets it back again. There was a little bit of exasperation from Cicerone after that last sequence. Did not amount to anything, and now a foul on Pittsburgh. It's been a frustrating night for the Riverhounds in North Carolina.
Yeah, it's been frustrating, and I think it's getting frustrating for Charlotte Independence as well. And I'm sure Mike Jeffries is not very happy right now because his team is just giving the ball away in the middle of the field. And you know, that gets you into trouble. So, you know, look
is that more a result of what adjustments Pittsburgh has made, or do you feel Charlotte has let their guard down a bit?
I think they have let their guard down a little bit. You know, they seem a little bit too relaxed to me after they scored the goal. I think they can do better. They are very good with the ball. They showed it in the first half, so they have to continue to do that. There's still plenty of time. They have to go for 3 points tonight.
That's a good point, Jose. Three points here for Charlotte, perhaps more important for them, and Pittsburgh would be content with a draw here, with where they're at in the standings.
Oh, absolutely. Pittsburgh will take the draw. But right now, and from what we have seen throughout the game, if you're Charlotte, you know, this is a game you can win.
Headed to the center. Will this be it? It will not.
Oh, but what a good combination, though. Excellent ball movement from Pittsburgh. It all starts on the left side. Couple easy touches around the box, but the shot that goes over the bar.
Yeah, Williamson's momentum was taking him away, and he airmailed it, as we'll have our first substitution of the match. Subs brought to you by Complete Construction Services. Marvu's night will be complete. Dane Kelly, we were talking about a little bit earlier, subbing to the match here, and I think that's a commentary on the kind of mentality that Mike Jeffries wants to see the rest of the way. He's putting on a very capable goal scorer.
Well, yeah, absolutely. And, you know, he's a player that can pretty much control the game with his pace, but as well he has the experience to understand when to hold on to the ball and when to be aggressive. So Dane Kelly, you know, look for him to combine really well as well with Irvin Parra
Enzo Martinez will be onto the left side. We'll see what the adjustment is tactically. If Mike Jeffries decides to bring in Dane Kelly as a 9, or if he wants to push him to the right side of the field. That's going to be really interesting to see.
Yeah.
He's a 9.
Well, certainly is. Kelly, the 30-year-old Jamaican international, who has an extended career with the Charlotte Independents, did play in Israel for a little bit recently.
Yeah, so there it is. It's going to be Parra on the right side, Kelly in the middle, and Martinez on the left. Marbon played on the right side where Irving Parra is positioned now. And that gives Dane Kelly a lot more room to work with, which is something that you'd like to see if you're Mike Jeffries.
Shove there will give Pittsburgh I believe they called the foul, so may very well be a free kick. Thomas Judge is available, we were told, for Pittsburgh. He made his debut against Charleston. Loan from Nashville SC. Take another look here.
That's soft there, but there is contact, and if you're Charlotte, you want to try to stay away from that, because that gives Pittsburgh an opportunity out of a set piece.
As Anthony Velarde will come on for Todd Wharton. Wharton was getting set to take the free kick and was notified, you're coming out. Into the area, a little bit low, sent away, throw in Pittsburgh. Anthony Velarde coming in, the 25-year-old from California in his 3rd year with the Riverhounds. And Daniel Rivera comes in for Luis Perez as well. So 3 subs now for the Riverhounds. They push it far side. Crossed in. Pittsburgh could not keep it in the area. '71st minutes at Legion Memorial Stadium.
Not a lot changes for Pittsburgh. With the substitutions, tactically they will remain the same, so they will have fresh legs on the field. Just trying to lift up a little bit that sense of urgency from this team is Bob Lilly.
Dixon had some open area around him. The distribution to him, though, left something to be desired. Be a goal kick here for Charlotte. Good idea, though, from Dixon. Could have been dangerous. He's had a number of chances for Pittsburgh tonight.
Yeah, now moving on to the right side. In the first half, he was playing out of the left. He was able to create a couple of chances, but unable to put the shots on frame. We'll see what he can do now on the right side with a little bit of help as well from his teammates, because they do have more possession now.
Pittsburgh asserting themselves here. Will they get another chance? Fans, on September 18th, the Jacks will wear throwback kits to celebrate the 40th anniversary of the Carolina Lightning National Championship. The Independents face off against the Pittsburgh Riverhounds at 7 p.m. Join us as Complete Construction Services presents a night you won't forget. Charlotte's closing in on what would be their 2nd win against Pittsburgh this season. Still plenty of work to do before that's official, though, as Martinez goes down. Dixon commits the foul.
Man, it was late.
Martinez will spend a little longer in the athletic training room after this one.
And he's going to take his time. Oh, well, no. Yes, he will. He will take his time because, you know,
Get to that final 20 minutes.
Yeah, we're getting towards the end of the match. You have to slow things down if you're Charlotte.
Well,
Listen,
he
that
got
could be
kicked
a
in the
yellow.
boot there. Yeah.
Honestly, that could be a yellow.
There's the ribs earlier that I think he would prefer getting waxed there rather than the ribs. As this is played deep to Dane Kelly, tracks it down. And sent out a play. Bruised ribs are not fun at all.
Oh, well. Yeah.
That is, I mean, it is tough to sleep at night with that.
But he'll do it for the 3 points. It was a 50-50 ball.
Yeah,
honestly,
no, it was.
You know,
it
so
was.
you have to give Martinez a lot of credit. And we're talking about the goal for everybody that's tuning in a little bit late.
Is sent in. Oh, it went under the foot. That could have been goal number 2 there if that was struck cleanly.
Now, this is much better from Charlotte.
Martinez can't find his teammate. Palomino has been in the area a couple times in the last 30 seconds. Roberts heads it forward. Now Forbes, Cicerone. Can Pittsburgh create something in transition here? Nice step through. Here come the Riverhounds. Forbes. Quick touch. Trickles the pack. Finding that final sequence, that creativity. It's been problematic here.
The last 15 minutes of the match. Let's hear you fans make some noise.
And the fans that have stuck it out through the rain tonight, sensing that their squad is inching closer to a win. Here's Palomino. Still with it. Palomino darts forward. That'll force Vitiello off his line.
It's a very good sequence from Charlotte Independence, and it all starts with Palomino moving the ball all the way to the back. In the pregame, we were talking about how he's a box-to-box player. Well, there you have it. That's the example that we wanted.
The USL is committed to supporting the LGBTQ plus community through the Forever Proud project. The USL will strive to create safe and welcoming environments for all fans, players, employees, and partners. Learn more at uslsoccer.com/proud. Here's Dane Kelly. Will this be a foot race? No. Well done to get back to it. From Shane Wheat, who had a miscue against Miami FC that cost the Riverhounds a goal. That tied things up. He's more formidable tonight.
And let me tell you, he was really lucky there that Dane Kelly wasn't able to get a good first touch, because if he's able to control that ball, there's no way you stop him right there.
That's a situation Kelly has found himself in many, many times in his decorated USL career. There's almost a nail in the coffin potentially there for Pittsburgh. What can the Riverhounds produce in the final 13 minutes plus stoppage time? Nothing there. Does Charlotte sense something coming the other way? They switch field to Martinez. Good to keep pace. Martinez plays it forward. Is he onside? The flag goes up. Oh, that was close.
It's really close.
That was very close. Irvin Parra. A good run, but a step too early.
Well, what a pass from Enzo Martinez. You know, just being able to move that ball over the center backs. Unfortunately, Parra was ruled offside. So we see a couple of substitutions coming on for Pittsburgh.
Kilwine will head off. Jalen Robinson is on, the 27-year-old out of Baltimore.
Well, and this is a smart move if you're Bob Lilly, because you've seen how Charlotte Independence in the last few minutes, they have been able to create opportunities out of the counterattack. So you bring in fresh legs, and you're pretty much set up with what you want to do offensively. So with bringing fresh legs defensively, you're pretty much taking care of the counterattack opportunities, especially with Dane Kelly coming on.
Ezra Armstrong, the 22-year-old from Gastonia, North Carolina, nearby, who had his first start of the season against Miami FC. He comes on as well. His first season with Riverhounds SC. Bob Lilly said, look, he's been training hard. We're seeing good habits. He's a good athlete. He's still learning. We thought he did a great job against Miami FC, so Armstrong getting more time. Roberts tried to clear. That ricochet nearly became the equalizer. Pack in the right place along that near post. Pittsburgh threatening. A couple of subs now for Charlotte. Wonder if Martinez will stay in. He's battled all night.
Oh yeah, you know, but that's what we're used to seeing from Martinez every single week. You know, a player good with the ball, likes to move around as well. He usually starts whether on the left or on the right side, but likes to move around a lot. And coming on will be Valentin Savela, player, you know, with a lot of quality as well, and the perfect backup as well for Enzo Martinez. Typical number 10, which is a player that unfortunately in the last few years we haven't seen much in the game worldwide, but now at least tonight we'll get a glimpse of Valentin Savela.
Savela, the midfielder from Argentina, signed in June 2019. Reminder that Pepsi-Cola is the official soft drink partner of the Charlotte Independents. Enjoy an ice cold Pepsi at your next Independence game. Pepsi, born in the Carolinas. So both coaches going deep to their bench now, playing that chess match, 81st minute, 1-0 Charlotte. Looking to hold on.
It's all in the players now, honestly. Coaches have done their job. They've moved everybody around. Now it's up to the players. Is it going to be Pittsburgh finding a way to get that goal and end up with a point, or is it going to be Charlotte just knowing how to defend the lead?
And Jose, from a Pittsburgh perspective too here, no matter what the results of this fixture tonight, and coming off the frustrating loss to Miami FC as well, look, their form has been tremendous the last 5 weeks. You know, they were figuring things out in that first month. You know, Bob Lilly demands a lot out of his players.
Right.
He's a coach that emphasizes versatility. Learning your role is a process in the Pittsburgh system. You're not going to run the table over the course of an entire USL season. This is perhaps one of their values over the course of the year. There's still plenty of talent. They're going to get healthy and be a factor come playoff time. There's no doubt about that.
Listen, and you're going to have up and downs throughout the regular season. That's something that you should expect. And they're coming as well into this game with quite a few changes in the starting lineup. So, you know, there's a period of adjustment. It's a period of opportunity as well for some of these players. And listen, they still have a little bit over 8 minutes as we see the yellow card for Valentin Savela.
Yeah, not wasting any time. Picking up a quick yellow, the second yellow card of the game. As Kilwine received one earlier. Let's take a look here.
Well, is that because of a previous foul or maybe complaining? Oh, just kicking the ball away. That's why he got the yellow card.
Delay of game. Free kick. Oh, wide left. And it looks to be a goal kick. Pittsburgh wants a corner. Does not look like they will be awarded one. Let's see how that bounced out.
Was it Canardo Forbes? Looks like
Looked
it.
to be Forbes. Well,
Oh,
man, they might have had a
looked like
case.
a corner kick. That
Yeah.
should have been a corner kick.
Pittsburgh will not be pleased with that. Fans are looking for a little Greek, a little Southern, and always fresh. Enjoy a great meal with a nice cold Pepsi at your local Shomers. 4 minutes in now. Time certainly a factor in running out on the Riverhounds. Big collision in front of that famous toastery sign. Danny Griffin wants to get play back underway. As Parra was slow to get up. Looks to be just fine though. And Charlotte Independence would like to thank all the supporters from the Mecklenburg Reserves and the Mint City Collective to the game tonight. Check these supporters groups out online. Support these groups that love soccer and work to make Charlotte a better place to live through sports. Johnson didn't get his foot down there. He'll be out of play. So in here from Pittsburgh.
Johnson with a very good first half, but so far in the second half, not so much from him.
Yeah, haven't called his name as much. Trying to distribute here. We'll give it away. Earned a couple of free kicks from dangerous spots in the first half. Go. Can Pittsburgh find an avenue here? Will this be it? Here's the bounce. Forbes can't get to it. Dixon comes in. Left foot. Dixon, no! Pack settles on top of it. Oh, a number of chances. And Pittsburgh cannot yet come through.
Ball bouncing around inside the box. Couple of Pittsburgh players just hoping to get that shot in frame. As Austin Pack was off the line, but just unable to do so. Those, ball bouncing around, and it goes Charlotte Independence way.
Pack took a shot. Charlotte is minutes away from vaulting themselves into the 4th spot in the Atlantic Division standings. They are earning it right here. Let's take another look.
That's a good ball there. Good anticipation as well from Pack.
Right there from Forbes, it looks like if he could have gone towards the left post, there would have been a great chance. Didn't make great contact. Right here.
Yeah, right there.
Went off the foot of Johnson.
And a great effort defensively as well from Johnson, not extending his arms.
Yeah, you saw him put him behind his back. Right?
Put him behind his back, just taking away the possibility of a penalty kick.
Well, that'd be a gutting way to finish with the way Charlotte has played tonight. Kelly, the flag stays down. Here's Kelly. Can he finish it? No. Vitiello, well done.
Well, that's exactly what we were talking about just a few minutes ago when we mentioned a bad first touch from Dane Kelly in front of Wheat. Well, this time he was able to control the ball. It's a good ball through to start. Moves past the defender, but that touch right there is just a little bit too strong, and that takes the angle away.
Wheat was able to track him down just enough to prevent him from cutting him off in front and taking that shot with his right foot. Here's a Chick-fil-A corner kick, 1-0 Charlotte. Time continues to tick away as Palomino will serve it in. Kelly looking to keep it in and will trickle out. I believe we've been informed that Alex Dixon was given a yellow moments ago as well after that back and forth sequence on the other end. Service to Kelly again. Tough area. Stays with Charlotte. Can they get it across? No. And back over to Pittsburgh. The USL and all 31 championship clubs and its players stand together in support of diversity, inclusivity, equality, and compassion. For more information on the USL's commitment to change, visit uslsoccer.com. Important touches around the 18 for Charlotte there. Must be careful. Griffin pushes it forward. Hugh Roberts is there to cover. How nice is it for Mike Jeffries in stages like this to know that he has a mainstay like Hugh Roberts at center back.
Right.
And of course, Christian Fuchs as well coming in with his experience for moments just like this that will be so critical down the stretch, holding and persevering late leads tonight just like they did against New York Red Bull 2 in the final 30 minutes on Tuesday as Pack punches it away. These are the moments right now that Charlotte needs to come through. And Pack will take it down again. Now into stoppage time. Presented by Novant Health. We'll have 4 minutes of it.
It's really important for Charlotte Independence to close this game out tonight. This is a big game, not only because of what it means in the standings, but because you're facing one of the top teams in the division. And just being able to get the 3 points tonight will boost their confidence.
Another substitution upcoming here for Charlotte. As Palomino will be heading off.
It's this Del Sola coming on.
The 32-year-olds from the Democratic Republic of the Congo. And Bender will come in as well. Jordan Bender, the 19-year-old out of Lake Mary, Florida.
Edwin Parra coming out of the game with his first assist of the year. And a very good game overall for Parra, adjusting later in the game. When Dane Kelly came on, he had to move on to the right side of the field, and he was effective again.
14th game of the season for Jordan Bender. As Roberts heads it back to Pack. He'll gladly scoop it up. Time ticking away for Pittsburgh Riverhounds SC. Here at Legion Memorial Stadium. Here's Kelly. Turns. Kelly with the left foot, always heading right. Perhaps had a bit more time to work with that, but no shame in with his career and taking that shot.
Well, he has all the confidence in the world to take that shot. Although I think Mike Jeffries would have wanted for him to hold on to the ball just a little bit, just 90 seconds away from the whistle.
Pittsburgh running out of opportunities here. Need a clean service in. Austin Pack dropped it and then falls on top to secure it.
Oh my goodness.
Perilous second or two there.
He was playing a perfect game up to this point. As soon as I saw him drop that ball, I was like, oh no.
Oh, he's done really well. Look at when you, former USL Keeper of the Year is out, that never helps your squad. But Pack has been very formidable today. And getting great experience in the absence of Brandon Miller. Last gasps for Pittsburgh now. Armstrong went down. They played continuation. That's an easy one for Pack. This be the final kick here, the final sequence. Any second now could steal it for Charlotte. Here's the service to Kelly, draped by defenders. Pittsburgh looking for one more opportunity. Ahead to Williamson. Does Pittsburgh have one more shot left in them? That's mishit by Williamson. And that will be it. Charlotte Independence, a critical win. As we approach the back half of the season, it's Charlotte Independence 1, Pittsburgh Riverhounds SC 0. Enzo Martinez, the man of the match, presented by Noda Brewing Company. He's the goal scorer tonight.
Just overall, a great performance from Charlotte Independence. They were able to be solid offensively in the first 45 minutes. Second half, concentrated on the defensive part of the field. Very well done. Good job. 3 points for the home side tonight.
The former Carolina Tar Heel finds his way to the back of the net this evening. Took a hit to his ribs as well to get there, but he'll take the goal. It's Charlotte Independence 1, Pittsburgh Riverhounds SC 0. More after this when we return.
Pain can't wait. That's why Novant Health is making access to orthopedic care easier than ever. Same-day appointments, after-hours care available for urgent needs, and the safest care in the region. Book now.
Duckworth's Grill and Tap House is your destination for great food. Duckworth's is open for dine-in, carry-out, or delivery. Make sure you complete your order with an ice-cold Pepsi. Duckworth's is locally owned and operated. Pepsi, that's what I like.
Pain can't wait. That's why Novant Health is making access to orthopedic care easier than ever. Same-day appointments, after-hours care available for urgent needs, and the safest care in the region. Book now.
3 points, Enzo Martinez, and Charlotte feeling pretty good about it tonight in the Queen City. Let's go to our save of the game, brought to you by Big Ben Pub. Austin Pack, in some tense moments down the stretch, comes through.
Yeah, and especially because that save comes at the end of the match, essentially. So, you know, good going for the ball after the cross. The ball bounces around inside the box, and in the end, takes on the ball as Dixon was looking for it.
Filling in nicely for Brandon Miller. Here's our full-time highlights brought to you by Duckworth's in the 30th minute. A chance early. That nearly made it 1-0, but it didn't.
Well, the header from Bronico after the cross from Palomino. Good combination there, but the save just over the line.
On to the 47th minutes. And this was the opening tally and the only tally today. It's Martinez.
Yeah, it's Johnson with the ball early on. Good combination here. Looking for Irving Parra, unable to cut the ball right there. Pushes through the middle, and the finish from Martinez. Not an easy finish because he gets the shot on the ribs, but in the end, he's able to score.
Just got that right foot there, and again, the hectic sequence at the end. Forbes might have had an opportunity if that went left post, but it didn't. And into the waiting arms of Austin Pack. That's the save of the match right there.
I want to give credit as well to Johnston for that block right there.
Yeah, and Johnson, right place, right time. Let's take a look at our full-time stats. Brought to you by Famous Toaster. They wind up pretty even in total shots. Pittsburgh actually had the advantage in possession by the time it was all said and done, but just took a little bit too long to get into their rhythm. And eventually, after giving up that goal in the 47th, too late.
Second half, only 4 shots for Charlotte, but 2 of those were on target, and that was basically the key of the game.
Well, it's been a fun one here tonight. Pittsburgh will be just fine heading the rest of the way as they get healthy moving forward. Charlotte Independence, they're technically in playoff territory now, the 4th spot in the Atlantic Division with 3 points tonight. This has been coverage of USL Soccer on ESPN+. Your final tonight, the Independence with 3 points, 1-0 in the Queen City. For Jose, I'm AJ. Have a good night.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.